Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Just Fit, where I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did stuff. We finished off, we checked out all the gear we could get from the Omega raid. And then we also did a little side quest around Ivalice. Well, more specifically around wine. Anyway, today we're gonna go and start the Stormblood Hildibrand questline. Hey, you're a Yosin, right? Adventure, maybe? Good at killing and whatnot? Me? Oh, I'm not good at it. I mean, other than the occasional rat, but I've got a job for you, if you're interested. So there's this Makode girl, this incredible, beautiful, wonderful girl, in this tavern, right? They come all the way from Majorca, like you and me. So beautiful, this girl. So beautiful. But in this weird, strange place, when people are bowing all the time and getting on the ground and tucking their legs under them, a young girl traveling by herself is in danger. Some bad people could trick her and take her and make her do, things. Anyway, get in there and keep her safe. I'll be watching. Anyway, this is the freaking stalker that keeps following Nasher. Ever since... Was it since A Realm Reborn? I don't know how long it's been. Kyoto, really? I have seen this gentleman Eosin you seek. Yes. And I should be glad to take you to him if you like. You're ever so kind and helpful, Mr. Talking Cat. Catfish to be precise, though I care not for the Eosin. I am Gyoto, a Namazu, and the services I provide are not free, I'm sorry to say, nor are they cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? Oh dear, I spent my last gil on the fare to Kagane. Is there any other way I can convince you to help? Can you? Cor, if it isn't Lynn, don't tell me you came all this way just to help little old me. Ah, you see, when Inspector Hildibrand took to the skies, I said, Nasha, you'd better not let him get away this time, and immediately began looking for ways to head as far east as I could. And he can't get much farther east than the Far East, right? I was worried I wouldn't be able to find him, but wouldn't you know it, Gyoza, the talking Numa, here says he knows where he is. Careful, this one knows our game. Escaping her wrath is going to take all our skills. I say, there's no need for such menacing glares, none whatsoever. 1,000 pardons, my lady, but I had no idea you were traveling with such esteemed company. Forget everything I said regarding the fee. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a pressing engagement. Very pressing indeed. Wait, you haven't told me where the inspector is yet. Huh? Little Gyoza was trying to swindle me? Oh, Nash, you have to know better than to trust a talking cat. I asked lots and lots of people if they'd seen a gentleman near Yorsin, but none of them were any help. Oh, Inspector Hildibrand, wherever could you be? Stuck on the ground or in the side of a building, like as not. Keep an eye out for legs. Yes, he does have a habit of landing head first, doesn't he? Hopefully we won't need Lord Godsworth's help to put him out again. And that's it. If the Inspector's always on the hunt for a case, then all we've got to do is find the biggest, juiciest one we can, and wait for him to appear. Let's go and see what trouble we can turn up to, eh? Or we can turn up. Whatever. So I break my legs. Alright, this is one of the Hildibrand questlines that I did not pay attention to at all. I think I skipped this one when I was playing the game originally. So I know nothing of this. Unsolved crimes. So it happens that a number of properties owned by wealthy merchants have been pillaged this past fortnight. Master Akebono's shop in the Rakuta district was the most recent, as I recall. But you may be assured that the Sekisugume will track down the thief in due time. Just running around and asking, has there been any crime lately? Bum, ba, 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 boom, bum. Brum, bum, 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 boom, boom, boom. Alright, you've got me, Miss Samurai. But before you do anything, rash, like arrest or torture me or chop me into tiny little bits with that sword of yours, know that I never touched her. I mean, I never even had the chance. I'm sorry. Oh, you're that Eorzean adventurer. I thought you looked familiar. Phew, I mean, phew! For a moment there, I thought I was done for. Those Sekisagumi don't mess about. I'll cut first and ask questions later, you know? No romance in their hearts. They wouldn't understand. Ah, it's not just crimes, but big incredible crimes you want to know about. Incidents the likes of which send ripples through time and space, through fate and destiny. It was 5 years ago, or maybe it was last week. I'm not so good with time lately. Anyway, there I was walking Old Da's bustling streets when the sea parts and my eyes meet with those of a maiden most fair, and she stole my heart. It was like 2 grains of sand in a desert looking at each other, and one of those grains knowing that it was destined to spend the rest of its life with the other grain, because she had this whole saltly scribed thing that made him so Ever since that day, I've watched over her from afar, silent guardian, a humble protector. Some might think me mad or call me a coward for refusing to speak with her, but they are fools. Fools, I say! True love is not the product of clumsy banter, but careful study. Years and years of observation, of obsession, until you know her better than she knows herself. Perhaps when the time is right, I shall reveal myself to her. But until that blessed day, I shall aid her from the shadows, and you, my friend, will aid her in the light. Yep. Nashu has a stalker. The most oblivious girl in the world has a stalker. Fum, fum, ba, dun, dun, dun. Oh, really? It was just blocked by this? That's any doings and purported instance of criminal behavior. This is grounded, my dear. We've no shortage of that here. But since you ask, the story on everyone's lips at the Boy Kaisen these days is that the wealthiest man among us, and they are being preyed upon by some sneak thief. Perhaps they should invest in better locks. Ah, there you are. Done anything interesting? Skilled thieves seem to be targeting wealthy merchants. Creepy little bastard follows you to Kagane. It's stalking you for 5 years. Yeah, she doesn't need to know that. Series of robberies committed by a mysterious thief. Oh, that's just the thing. Well done, then. Our next order of business should be to track down this Akebono and ask him about the latest incident. He certainly looks like a well-to-do merchant. The fiend, that despicable rapscallion, would know of him to make mock of us. My thanks to you, Master Akebono. For all your help, I swear to you on my honor that this sneak thief shall be brought to justice forthwith. And with that, I bid you good day. Ah, so it is Akebono. Let's go and ask him about the robbery. Ah! Forgive me, my lady. In my haste, I did not see you. Are you alright? Shall I summon a healer? Don't worry, I've taken bigger knocks to the noggin than that. Hey, you aren't one of them samurai, are you? Shigure, at your service, my lady. You have my sincerest apologies for this incident. Much as I would like to make amends for my reckless behavior, I fear duty compels me to take my leave. An nefarious criminal is at large, and I must bring him to justice. That's all we need. Competition. Well, I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand and his faithful assistants won't lose to the likes of him. That merchant must know something important for Shigure to go running off like that. Let's find out what it is. Greetings and salutations, Master Akebono. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector, and this is Lin, who has also got a knack for it. Can you tell us about the recent robbery? Ah, inspectors. I had heard rumors that once such as you were coming from the west. You seem an honest sort, so I would oblige your request. This very morning, one of my assistants found my establishment unlocked, and when he went inside to investigate, he discovered that my most prized possession had been stolen. To make matters worse, in their place, he found this message. You have just been robbed by the Kugane wolf burglar. Wolf burglar? Surely you've heard about his recent exploits. Similar calling cards were found at the scenes of the other robberies. And now I too have become a victim. Series of robberies committed by a thief at a calling card? Ooh. There's no way Inspector Hildibrand is going to be able to resist the lure of this case. I thought the two of you were inspectors, but it makes no difference to me who catches the criminal. And since the Sekisugume seem to be at a loss, you'll be generously rewarded for any information that leads to the recovery of my stolen property. I wish you well in your investigation. All I've got to do now is stick with the case, and we'll be reunited with Inspector Hildibrand. I just know it. Call it my keen inspector's assistant sent. Anyway, I'm going to try and learn more about the other robberies. If you learn anything interesting, come and find me. National Rock Eyes on the case. Look out, Mr. Wolf Burglar. Your days of wolf burglaring are numbered. Because Inspector Hildibrand. Huh? Is that a green rooster? It's Inspector Hildibrand. Hey, Inspector, stop messing about and join us. Nope. Oh my. Bomb dango. Court, it's been too long since I've had a chance to whip up a batch of nauseous delights. You can be sure I'll be putting these little darlings to good use next time. Oh, bugger. Good thing I've got plenty more stashed away. Oh, Hildibrand. Well, if it isn't Lynn, looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, have I got news for you. So I've been asking after that wolf burglar fellow, the one that left that cheeky note claiming credit, you remember? And seems he's not quite as sneaky as he thinks he is. I always brought plenty of rich merchants blind, I'll grant you that. No doubting it was him either. Never fails to leave a calling card. This one. This one. Too proud to leave people wondering for even a moment. But folks have laid eyes on him more than a few times. In fact, after talking to the eyewitness, I had enough information to try and sketch a picture of the devil himself. Right. Not bad for a self-trained artiste, wouldn't you say? Maybe with the art professional. No, so this helps us, honestly. I'm just gonna be silent. Not hearing a lot of support for the sketch. Right then, back to the drawing board. The metaphorical one, that is. Let's you and me seek out and question the rich and famous. The sort of folks the burglars been targeting, and see if we can't learn something new. I'll head to Kugane Dori, and you can check the tea house, out the tea house and the hostelry. Ah yes, more running around in Kugane. My favorite activity. Oh, that infamous thief? I know of him. For mercy, he has not seen fit to trouble those of lesser means like me and my associates. Perhaps you thought me wealthy because I patronize a tea house? On the contrary, it is my sole indulgence. Were I a stronger man, I would forego it, but alas, the heart will not be denied. Too long has it been since I shared a pipe with an Asian. How fortunate I... You've no desire for a smoke, only talk of the wolf burger. I see. I have no personal experience on which to draw, so I doubt I can be of much assistance. What I know is known to all. But if you insist, he is a lone wolf, without comrades, and despite our best efforts, the Sekisagumi has no leads. Some say this has emboldened the man. Each theft is more brazen than the last. He has even been witnessed practicing his trade in broad daylight, if you can believe it. That is the extent of my knowledge. Now, if you will not favor me with tales of your own, I ask that you leave me to my pipe. It is far less demanding company. Preening pundit? What the hell? I say, the Kugane wolf burglar? Must you study my ears with that rapscalligion's name, and as I attempt to take a moment to relax and take in the fresh air? It's no use, the moment's ruined. I too fell victim to the wolf's villainy like so many others. If you had seen the vase he took before he took it, if there was any justice in this world, he would be paraded through the streets and boiled alive in Tenkoto. Tenkonto. Here you are. Take up any interesting tidbits. Ayayo. So he's getting bored about a day, is he? Well, if there's anything I've learned from following the inspector around, it's that overconfidence is liable to get you smacked upside the head by your mum and her magic frying pan. That said, we'd have a better chance of catching this wolf if we knew who he was eyeing next. Gah. A thousand pardons, young sir. I did not mean to trample you underfoot. Are you alright? Hey, aren't you the samurai I bumped into the other day? Shiki something, was it? Ah, we meet again, my lady. I say, you must think me in the habit of trampling my fellow pedestrians. Let me assure you, nothing could be further from the truth. I was simply preoccupied with thoughts of my investigation. That's right, you were after the wolf burglar too. Got any leads? As a matter of fact, I do, but I but recently learned of a private auction in which many foreign wares are to be featured. While such auctions are not uncommon in Kugane, it has been some time since the wolf last struck, and there are rumors that this auction may include particularly extraordinary items. Much as I would love to converse with you at great length, I really must be going. Until we meet again. Wait, Mr. Shiki, sir, can we come too? To the auction, if you like, but I very much doubt you will be able to afford any of the items to be sold. Oh, don't you worry about that. Then here's got enough money to buy and sell you 1,000 times over. Yes, very good. Then by all means, come with me. Also, I don't have that much gil, jeez. This venue has been reserved for the private auction. The guests should be arriving in a moment now. I remember you, Master Akabona, was it? Oh, there's an inspectors. Did not know you would be joining us. I presume you are come to keep watch over the wolf, for the wolf, and should you see anything you would like, know that we have money changers on hand to assist those who wish to spend foreign currency. I must warn you, however, that should we desire the same item, I am not wont to surrender without a fight. Greetings and welcome to you, the prosperous and esteemed elite. This day you will be given a rare opportunity to view and purchase, if so inclined, a selection of strange and wondrous items from all across the world. Without further ado, I give you our first, a queer, misshapen fiend captured in the mountainous wilds of Yaksha. It is none other than the fabled Rat Man, an unholy union of man and beast, a demon of legend whose flesh, when consumed, bestows life everlasting. Eternal life can be yours, ladies and gentlemen. So, shall we start the bidding at 500,000 koban? 600. 700. 800,000 koban. 800,000 koban, going once, going twice. Sold to Master Akebono. Let us proceed to the next item up for bidding. He's not really gonna eat him, is he? The statue you are about to see was brought to Kagane from the west, the land of Eruzia, to be precise. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the statue does not even begin to describe this extraordinary work of art. I give you the Erusian Gentleman, a masterpiece, nay, a triumph of Western sculpture. Marvel at the intricate details, the features so expertly realized that some have likened it to a living, breathing man, frozen in time. Well, would you look at that? That statue is a spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could it have been sculpted by a fan? Was it a trick of the light, or did that statue just twitch? You mean to say you think it might actually be the Inspector, somehow frozen by temporal magics? In that case, I've got just the thing to bring him back to the land of the moving. Stay your bomb-filled hand, my lady, I beg of you, lest you slaughter these poor people and bring this marketplace to ruin. Suppose you have a point, and it wouldn't be very Inspector-like to blow innocent kingdom come. How readily she resorts to violence, this woman. Shudder to think what carnage she has left in her wake. Oh, I knew it. That's no statue. It's a genuine article in the flesh. Probably hit his head when he fell from the sky again, or maybe he's gone into hibernation again or something. Was our sculptures in truth a man? Such a thing even possible? Strange. I do not recall it wearing an expression of sheer terror before. It was rather more serene, was it not? How perceptive of you! Verily, this is no ordinary statue. It is a heretofore unseen hybrid of sculpture and automaton. Marvel at the way its features change, fluidly and effortlessly. Yes, indeed. So, shall we start bidding for this one-of-a-kind statue at 500,000 koban? 600. 7. 800,000 koban to be paid in full here and now. Once more, Master Akabuma will not be denied. Will any challenges claim to the Erusian Gentleman? I've got to do something then. If we don't, these people are going to buy the Inspector. Good riddance! Nah, sure. I'll go for it. There's nothing in this world I cannot buy. 1 million koban. What is the meaning of this? By the kami, the Erusian gentleman has vanished. You have just been robbed by the Kugane Wolfburger. As thrice damned Oni, he struck again. I saw him, the fiend with wolfish features. He took the statue and ran to a short pier. I'm very hungry, which means I'm going to snack. Do you know what this means? Inspector Hildibrand has been stolen, kidnapped. We'll have to, we've got to get after that Wolfburger. For all we know, he might want to eat him like the poor Kieran, and we can't have that. So yeah, that was fucking horrible. I think this guy was straight up selling a Kieran. And then, like, you know, boasting about eating it. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and refuel. Nice. Refueled and ready to go. At least for a little while. Yep. Oh, you followed me, I presume. Of mind to pursue the Wolfburger as well? Of course we are. He's got Inspector Hildibrand, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let some two guild thief eat him. I was just referring to the Erusian gentleman, that hideous statue. I dare say no one in their right mind would try to eat it, but nonsensical fears notwithstanding, I should be honored to work with you to catch the Wolfburger. This man here claims he saw him board a boat with the statue and head towards the ruby prize. But towards the side I will not soon forget. Never before have I seen a lupin carrying a twisted mockery of a man on his back. Never again will I expect. Jabal was a fiend this day, and seeking to claim such a conspicuous prize in broad daylight, he has left a trail we can follow. Come, let us make haste to the ruby prize. Yes, my favorite area in the game, the ruby prize. Surely one of the watchmen here will have seen the wolfman and the stolen statue. Last I cannot say I have seen such a thing. Since the withdrawal of Guardian forces from Dome and the Ruby Sea, there's been a significant increase in domestic traffic. Sorry. Accordingly, we have been instructed to wave through smaller vessels, leaving our waters, absent cause. This lupin, you seek probably received no more than a cursory glance. I see. Thank you for taking the time to explain. And pray forgive me for the interruption. We shall continue our search elsewhere. The question is, where else should we search? Who else has reason to keep close watch on these waters? Oh, how silly of me. The Confederacy has every reason to know the coming and goings of even the smallest vessels in the Ruby Sea. Their very survival rests on their ability to extract payment for safe passage, the so-called Ruby Tithe. Sakazuki is where we must go. Any traveler who does not wish to be raided and relieved of their possessions must journey there first and make necessary overtures. Searching for a band on a boat, you say? As far as I'm concerned, the only bandits are those who refuse to pay the tithe. Like that one fellow I spotted not long ago. Why didn't I stop him, you ask? Because he was dead. Aye, standing motionless in his skiff, paying no heed to the waves or the waters. Dead man drifting. So I think they threaten a living man, but what can I possibly do to stop a dead one? Nothing, that is what. So I took the only reasonable course of action. Let him be. I'm not one to consort with the dead, but if you are, by all means, follow the man into the Isle of Becca. I will remain here and do my best to forget what I saw. That man in a boat, bound for the Isle of Becca. That's the stupidest thing I've ever... Unless... Aha! But you see, he mistook the Erusian gentleman for a corpse. That boat belonged to none other than the Kugani Wolfburger. Cor, what luck! Well, Aeson did mention that we could pay the tithe by opening a way... Wait, sorry, jeez. And we could pay the tithe by way of bringing a trespasser to justice, and I do believe this qualifies. The hunt is on, to the Isle of Becca, and that thrice-damned wolf. There we go. Swim! Hark over there, a wolf, or at least someone who's got big ears and a long fluffy tail. Aha, we've got him now. So, it seems the Wolfburger was caught by the very people that were trying to catch him. Coming for friend, there's no Wolfburger. This is a man dead who yet moves. Restless spirit bound to his water caught by burdens of the soul. I beg your pardon, good sir, but my soul carries no such burdens. Indeed, in death I found rather more liberation than I had in life. More purpose and meaning, and brotherhood. Wait a minute, you're one of the gentle dead men, but what are you doing so far from yours and the others? As I live and breathe, and even further reaches I find myself reunited with Master Zombibrand's compatriots, I too must confess some curiosity as to how you came to this place, but since you asked first, as unbelievable as it may sound, we heard rumors of an island deep in the Saurian Song Sea said to be home to a host of undead individuals not unlike myself. Ours being a rather lonely existence, we resolved to dispatch an emissary to the isle, myself being the logical choice once again. Ah, truly. Well, that would explain why the myriad skeletons we found were devoid of unlife, as it were. That said, even if they were as disagreeable a lot as you claim, I should thank you to stop killing everlasting dead you encounter in your travels. Anyway, having failed in my mission, I was at a loss for what to do next. The island was abandoned, and Eorzea was so very far away. Just then I felt it, a familiar tingling in my rotting flesh. Aye. There was no denying it, I had felt the pull of a leader, Master Zombibrand. His ether called to me, and I was duty-bound to answer. So I followed the trail, and it led me to this place. Then it's no coincidence the inspector and the burglar that stole him must be somewhere here in this island. Good sir, do you still feel Inspector Hildibrand calling to you even now? Can you lead us to him? As surely as I can crack open a hapless merchant's head and feast on the goo inside before he can say go. Follow me. By the way, I've been meaning to ask, what's the with the wolfish getup? It's not the sort of thing a gentle dead man usually wears. Though it's quite fetching, I've got to say. It warms my dead heart to hear you say so. I received it as a gift from a traveling artist. When I explained to him how difficult it was to converse with the common man, he fashioned it for me, believing it would serve to soften my otherwise terrifying features. And so it has. But enough talk, Master Zombibrand needs us. Nothing I have heard makes even the slightest bit of sense to me, but no matter. If this misshapen undead wolfman can lead us to the thief, I shall trust in him wholly. Is he on this cliff? Yes, he is. Yes, yes, Master Stormblood is close. We are nearly upon him. And a wolf burglar at long last. We'll bring that bastard to justice. The bastard. Wolf burglar, you have nowhere left to run. Surrender. Gosh, you finally caught up to me. Corey looks exactly like my sketch. Your campaign of thievery comes to an end this day. This day, the Bakufu will have their man. That is to say, their Lupin. Stop, damn you. The inspector's still not snapped out of it, which means it's time for a triple serving of Nasher's Delight, tango style. Yeet! Bombs? Shut up, you stupid statue. Fuck at me, are those bombs? Idiot, get rid of them! Get rid of them before you kill us both! That is amazing. Oh yeah. This is such an awesome reference. This is a reference to Final Fantasy VI, by the way. At least I'm pretty dang sure. Help, Nashu! Lynn, anyone? Forget Hildibrand. Supposed to be able to save the inspector. Don't worry about the inspector. He survived the trip back from Dalamud, so there's just nothing. Let's get that wolf burglar instead. Yikes. It just gives up. Nice landing though. Told you before, Wolf Burger, you have nowhere left to run. Fall, on the other hand. That's how it's going to be, then follow this. Never thought I'd come this close to getting caught. Suppose it's my own fault for trying to nick a hefty prize like a statue. But a statue ain't even a statue, then there's no reason for me to stick around, is there? Better luck next time, thief takers. God, the nerve of that villain. I say, Lynn, I've come to expect such cold calculating behavior from my dear Nashu, but not you. Hooray, Inspector Hildibrand is back. Nothing like a brush with certain death to bring you back into your game. In the game, am I right, Professor? What manner of sorcery is this? The Erusian gentleman, this statue stands before me, speaking and gesticulating as if a living, breathing being. I trust I needn't remind you, I too am capable of such motions, despite neither living nor breathing. But more to the point, Master Hildibrand is no statue. Quite right, he's an ancient of inquiry, an inspector extraordinaire. Yes, welcome to this madness. Good sir, by your garb I gather you're a samurai. Am I then correct in assuming we are in the Far East? Oh ho ho, as I wake from gentle slumber I find myself in a foreign land. Who should I be greeted by but a Far Eastern fan? But oh, what is this? Already my keen investigator sense has alerted me to the presence of a petitioner in need. I must away for honor and justice and a hard-boiled egg. Wait for me, Inspector. You know I can't run that fast. Master Stormblood looks to be his old self again. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. It is enough to bring a tear to this gentle dead man's eyes. Or it would be if I weren't, you know. But much as I'd love to join you in your adventures, I must return to my brothers. I pray you watch over and keep our undead overlord safe. So in Eorzea, a man may be an unexpected extraordinaire as well as a zombie overlord? Truly, yours is a land of many mysteries and strange customs I dare say I will never comprehend. Well, I regret that we were unable to apprehend the wolf burglar. I am glad that this case has seen you reunite with your comrade. Come, let us follow him and see where his keen sense leads. Is he just in Talamiju? Oh, well, in the cave next to it. Can I please start flying, jeez. Or is he on the beach? Beach? Yes. Did I tell you I had got the son of a case? And here it is, I give you the case of the kidnapped Kikirin. Simply put, this adorable little fellow's dearest friend was abducted by a dastardly fellow in the nearby city of Kugane. We sail on ships as sailors for East Aldenar Trading Company, docked at Kugane docks to unload goodly goods when goodly merchant come and offers tasty treats to me and my friend and friendly friend. What a call me, did a Ratman just speak? Kikirin, not Ratman, Rootman. Why does no one here know Kikirin? Always demon, with lucky flesh. We go with goody merchant, all alone, many turns, left, right, left, very confusing. Then Batman grab friendly friend, put gag in mouth and bag on head. I fight back and run, and they run too, and then I jump into water. It would seem that the currents carried him to the shores of this island, but I have yet to ascertain the motives for why anyone would want to kidnap a hapless Kikirin sailor. Because they do not know or do not care that he is a Kikirin. He passes for a Ratman of far eastern folklore, the flesh of which some believe bestows everlasting life. An Eorzean sailor with most unusual features, an incredible albeit hideous statue of Eorzean make that was in truth a man. Dare say we've already met our goodly merchant. We must return to Kugane and confront this criminal at once. He may have abducted others from faraway lands to sell at auction. The fiend. At the very least, we know he sold this Kikirin's friendly friends. We've got to save him too. Right, my lady. We shall see the wicked punished and the innocent set free. Yes, I was just about to say that. Well said, you. Let's back to Kugane. 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 Kami, strike me down! The Eorzean gentleman is alive! Hearken to me, merchant. Your reckoning is at hand. For the crime of kidnapping a Kikirin sailor and selling him into slavery, I hereby place you under arrest. I should hope I would remember doing something so reprehensible as that. But more importantly, who are you to level such accusations, much as place me under arrest? You're not of the Sekisugume. Common Ronin, Ronin, are you not? You. A common Ronin come from the countryside looking for work I so generously provided when I hired you to guard my auction. An auction you failed to defend against a thief who stole a priceless piece. I say, what audacity! That selfsame peace stands before you, and the Kakiran who escaped your kidnapping attempt as incontrovertible proof of your misdeeds. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have defeated you. The least you could do is demonstrate dignity in defeat. The truth is plain, there's no denying it. And yet I do. Inspector, was it? Whatever authority you may possess in Eorzea is not recognized here. Or under ffXIV can compel answers and arrest criminals. And with that, I bid you good day. You do not answer to them, but you will answer to me. We've had our eye on you for some time, my friend, but alas, all good things must come to an end. The Wolfburger's meddling merely delayed the inevitable. We have all the proof we need. Now, do yourself a favor and come quietly. Or don't, and do me a favor. Shigure, owing to the efforts of you and yours, we can finally bring this charlatan to justice. For that, you have my deepest thanks. Thank you, sir. That you would favor me with such kind words is a great honor. I can only hope that this goes some way toward... However, that you failed to inform the ffXIV of the Wolfburger's crime despite being present, and instead pursued the thief on your own, is inexcusable. I cannot in good conscience admit you to the ffXIV at this time. Such a reckless disregard and thirst for personal glory are traits I will not suffer in our samurai. Bum, 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 bum. A thousand thanks to you for saving friendly friend. Where and where we will be next time. No more following goodly merchants into dark alleys. I owe you all an apology. Like the merchant said, I am no more than a common ronin. My pursuit of the Wolfburger has been, from the very beginning, independent of the ffXIV or any other authority. I came to Kagane to join the ffXIV, but was judged to be unworthy, unable to find gainful employment. As a samurai elsewhere, I struggled to make ends meet. And then, when I was about to renounce my dream and return to my village, I learned of a notorious thief. A thief that targeted only the most wealthy and influential. A thief that I might bring to justice and thereby earn the approval of the ffXIV. Say no more, my good samurai. Your earnest nature and passion for the law have won me over. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall help you scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the Kugane Wolfburger, and we shall start right this instant. I'm still not quite sure what to make of that man, but I suppose I should be grateful for the help. Shrug. Lynn, was it? I should thank you for joining me in this endeavor, perhaps more so than the others. Their help is of questionable benefit, whereas yours seems rather more reliable. The Wolfburger is not to be underestimated. He's a cunning, clever foe, as evidenced by the way he escaped. Sheer passion and determination will not be enough to catch him. Which is to say that while I value the assistance of the inspector and his assistant, I believe cooler heads will prevail in the end, to wit yours and mine. I too may be prone to fits of passion, but I should like to think it is nothing compared to that of the Erusian gentleman. Okay. Hildibrand will return in the Blake Miss Lane. There we go. And with that, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this episode of just us playing Final Fantasy XIV. And next episode, we're going to go and deal with even more Hildibrand. Goodbye.